Hey, it's Dan Richmond VR. We're back with another video. Thanks for all the support on my last video. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out now. So today we're going to not so much do a comparison and a review because there's a lot of YouTubers doing that. There's a lot of YouTube content right now on the new Apple Vision Pro. We're not so much comparing the two devices, but I just want to go over some of the key features that the Meta Quest 3 has already that I think some people are maybe forgetting about or just don't know much about. So we're going to talk about those today. I hope you guys enjoy the video. So the first thing that Apple Vision Pro keeps advertising and what a lot of the YouTubers are talking about is the pass-through. Now, we know that the Quest 2 has pass-through now, and so does the Quest 3. Is the pass-through the same? No. Apple Vision Pro, the pass-through, from what they've stated, is supposed to be superior and very clear. We know that the OLED display is much more improved than the Quest 3. But one thing I want to say about the pass-through and just the picture in general is on the Quest 3, actually your pass-through and where you can see, how far you can see, the angle is actually larger than the Apple Vision Pro. And that's one thing that I find pretty interesting that not a lot of people are talking about. The other thing is, I don't know if I'm going to use the feature to uncover my eyes to talk with other people. I talk with people just fine with my Quest 3 on and, not in pass-through, or I can turn on pass-through and see them. So I'm not so sure if eye-to-eye contact through the device, if there's much of a difference between you looking at them and them talking back, or seeing them. I mean, think about if another person has a device on, and looking at that person, you guys are both looking at each other with your eyes through the device. I just don't know if it's the same connection as you would have normally. So that is the first thing I want to talk about is pass-through. The Meta Quest 3 has pass-through as well. And so nothing new here. I've seen all these people going into physical spaces in their Apple Vision Pro, so I decided to show how the pass-through works in the Meta Quest 3. Check it out. So another important aspect and part of the Meta Quest 3 that I think is super awesome is that we don't have a battery pack that hangs out outside the device. It's one unit, it's a standalone unit, and the battery pack is actually built into the device. So you plug in the USB-C charger right to the unit. We don't have an extended battery pack or a battery pack that has to go in our pockets. And that's another key feature about the Meta Quest 3 that I'm super excited about and super happy for the utility, because I don't think I'd be comfortable with a battery pack in my pocket, and just the functionality of that. So that's another key feature. And along with the battery pack, let's talk about comfortability. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about they can't wear their device for that long. It's just not comfortable. It's heavy. I've played the MetaQuest 2 now, probably up to 2 hours at a time. And although I do start to get motion sickness, eventually I have in the past, not every time that I play or get on the device, but I have not had a lot of issues with the weight of the device and the comfortability of the device on my face. So I've been reading a lot of tweets and a lot of reviews that are being posted almost every hour. And I'm seeing this a lot, that people are saying, that they're having this issue. So comfortability, pass through, and connected battery. These are the main three things so far in this video that I think are better than Apple Vision Pro.
So one of the other areas of this VR/spatial software fight that I think Meta is kind of winning right now, currently, until Apple catches up, is software and usability in gaming. So right now, the MetaQuest library has a lot of different applications, from WhatsApp to games like Gorilla Tag that you're watching now. The MetaQuest library is actually very extensive. And if you use the MetaQuest browser, which is a built-in browser that's built into the device, you can access more games and more content. Also, there's YouTube VR and a lot of other apps that are already on the MetaQuest. I'm not sure that some of these apps are accessible via the Apple Vision Pro currently. A lot of these applications are not going to be native to the Apple Vision Pro. And I don't know that Apple Vision Pros, or Apple as a company, is really building for the gamer. I think that they're building more for their demographic and users that already have Apple devices. One thing that you have to remember is, if you get an Apple Vision Pro, you basically have to sign up for all the major services that Apple provides to be able to make your Apple Vision Pro work correctly. You're going to have to connect it to your phone and a lot of other things. I think that the MetaQuest and the Meta team will be adding updates to phone connectivity in the future, and I think this is one part that Meta can really build on. But right now, the apps and the applications available on the MetaQuest 2 are just superior to what's on the Apple Vision Pro currently. Also, Steam and PC VR is also available on the MetaQuest, and the Apple Vision Pro doesn't support that currently. I do want to say, when I'm talking about PC VR on the Apple Vision Pro, it doesn't work natively like on a MetaQuest Pro. It's actually, you have to use open source programs and kind of workarounds, just like you do in common other gaming and modding.
I think Meta is definitely going to build towards a more Apple Vision Pro product. I think that as updates come around, they're going to add more. Meta will add more support for the compatibility of product, and I think that the next MetaQuest 4 or the next device is just going to be that much closer. And I think this is where Meta will really compete. So I'm personally not going to purchase Apple Vision Pro, guys. I might wait till the Apple Vision comes out and see what features that holds. But just right now, with the features that we talked about, which are the pass-through, comfortability, not having an external battery, and the library, these are some of the major things that we talked about in this video, and these are some of the major reasons I won't be purchasing the Apple Vision Pro, other than the price point. I think the price point's super high, so for what you're getting, and already the MetaQuest 3 has these features. The only thing we're really missing is maybe a clearer screen And I mean, I think that that'll come soon, but also MetaQuest 3 has a lot of features packed in there, as we just went over, for the $500 price point. It's basically like 15% of the price of the Apple Vision Pro. So definitely something to think about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was great to talk about some of the features. I think the MetaQuest 3 is a really great device. I'm Dan Richmond, and please like, subscribe, and follow for more. Thanks.